it's Melody, and today I wanted to talk about the things that spark joy for me. As you guys know, Marie Kondo started an organization methodology, which is basically on the premise of what sparks joy in your life. The best things in life in particular cost nothing at all. Spark joy is a term coined by Marie Kondo, and it's basically on the premise to have nothing in your life that you don't absolutely love, or nothing in your life that doesn't have intrinsic meaning. So the very first thing that sparks a lot of joy for me is my friendships, my family. You know, I love to decorate. I love to prepare food. And when you come in the door every day and you have beautiful flowers and you have a beautiful place to come home to, my friends and family spark the most joy for me. And also sharing my own vulnerabilities to people that I really trust, as well as getting a second opinion, can really help sometimes. So I really make sure that I surround myself with people that I can trust and people that I genuinely admire and that are living a life full of integrity. Loneliness is an epidemic, I feel like, right now, but it doesn't have to be if we invest in our communities individually and create the framework for which creates really meaningful lives. And so the next thing that sparks a lot of joy for me, of course, is my garden. If you guys have been following me on Instagram, you guys already know that I've been posting a lot of flower pictures, and my garden genuinely makes me so at peace just to sit out there and to rock or to water my plants. There's so many layers of creativity that you can add to your own garden, putting little rocks and crystals and stuff like that in the plants, but even just having the most luscious, beautiful flowers, having nature indoors and having a place where you can just sit and literally smell the roses makes all the difference in the world. And so indoor plants are great. As you guys know, I have many. I have indoor plants, and then outdoor flowers and fruit bushes and stuff like that really make a big difference in overall sparking a lot of joy day to day. It makes me so excited to wake up and to just water and tend everything and see the visual results of your care. So the next thing is to have goals. Goals have always sparked joy for me ever since I was young. And goals are very important because we're all given gifts. We all have talents, and we have our cleverness, we have things like that, and it's important that we're using those things in a direction that is going to have a meaningful existence, because if we don't have any direction to our own talents, then they kind of go off the rails. So having a goal really makes that, it's just that extra layer that makes life so much more enjoyable. And so I started a vision board when I moved into this apartment, and it's already half done. It's already half done. And of course, at the very end, I'll add 3 or 4 more things that are huge things that will take a long time to build. Like, just having goals really keeps your feet on the ground and really helps to utilize your talents in the community and with your family and friends, and in a creative way that you can really enjoy and see the fruits of your labor. The next thing that I really like is getting older. Surprisingly, I never thought that getting older would be as exciting. I read it in magazines. I did read in magazines, but getting older, there's a certain grace and gentility that kind of takes over as you get older that I really appreciate, and a surety of your decisions. So when I call those trusted family members, I already have a very sure and good sense about me to make the decisions in my own life already. And that just adds an extra layer of confidence, just competence in general. Coming home and having fluffy pillows, having a soft environment and having pillows that are fluffy and luscious that you can just go to bed. That's what I've always dreamed my 30s would look like. Again, I'm not 30, but that feeling of abundance and that feeling, I can't describe to you. I never thought my life would turn out as good as it did. I'm so grateful. When I wake up in the morning, I'm actually grateful, because the things in my life, there's just a certain level of peace and contentment that takes over. And all you really need, if you think about all the things that you need in life, you really just need good friends, fresh food, and contentment. Having a soft place and just getting older and growing up is one of the most enjoyable things of all time, because it's just like your garden. It's like you see the fruits of your labor coming to pass, and there's such an immense joy out of that. And so don't despair if you're younger. Don't despair, because it gets way better. Just keep going in the path of your dreams and make sure you take good sense with you. You won't regret it. The next thing that I have been really focused on is taking better care of myself. So I can be a bit rough around the edges, moving things around, moving my furniture, bringing all my plants home and repotting them. And I can move so fast, I just bump up my knees and it literally looks like I'm a 6-year-old who went climbing in the treetops. I've been taking time to really slow down and move with grace, because my body's better off for it, but I'm a way better able to take care of others too, because I have so much experience with it. And so I have been really focusing on baths, and I will have a pamper routine, because I think that's really important, enveloping yourself in care. And so one of the things that I do recently is I have been using this body cream, and this body cream changed my life. This is one of the things that sparks the biggest joy for me. I woke up the next day, I could still smell it. Can you believe it? I could still smell it, and it smelled legitimately like there was a bouquet of flowers next to me. I thought it was the flowers in the room, but no, it was actually me. I smelled like a walking jasmine tree. That's the best thing in the world. I'll never have to use perfume ever again. And my skin was so glowing and soft that it just made me want to move with even more intention and not scuff myself up, and just take good care of my body, eat really well, and enjoy life. You know, Pat has really enjoyed this couch that I got. I've never seen any animal so happy as with this couch. She basically lives on this couch now, so that's just another layer. Having your plants and animals just adds so much joy. The next thing that really sparks a lot of joy for me, you guys might not know this about me, but I really like to go on car rides. I like to just look at the stars. I really like especially night drives. Sometimes not even to music or anything like that, just riding and enjoying the breeze, letting the cool air rush through getting fresh air, even opening up your windows and letting the air just rush through the house. It can have such a therapeutic effect and really clear your mind. Sometimes movement really helps me to get into the rhythm of things. Working out, especially, that's one of the things that I will be focusing on in the coming videos, is working out, as well as waking up a bit early, because those things do spark joy, but I'm not going to put them in this video because those are not habits that I've created. Contentment and gratitude over all the things is the most important thing to sparking joy, because everything you see and everything you touch turns to gold, and everything that you see is more than enough. And so I think that contentment and gratitude is the most important thing for sparking joy. And I think that's the reason why Marie Kondo had such a big impact on the community, of basically treasuring the things you have and the people in your life over things. And so on that note, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, for following, for commenting, especially on Instagram. I really appreciate all of the support. I will see you guys next Sunday.